This is the Motor City Crowns podcast, where passion reigns and excellence is crowned. On episode 7 of the podcast, I bring on two creatives, Freddy Torres and Flacko Suave. Freddy is a master behind the camera, and Suave sets the streets ablaze with his music and dance moves. They both have a passion for what they do, creating their own lane and inspiring others. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the Motor City Crowns podcast. This is a new format that we're trying here, and I have some guests here today. Freddy Torres, Flacko Suave.
Yes, sir.
Both of these guys in the building. They work together quite a lot, so I thought it'd be perfect to bring them on the show here. So, first of all, thank you guys for being on the show. I appreciate you both coming out.
Of course. Yeah, thank you for having us, bro.
Yeah, no problem, man. It's my pleasure. I like the space you guys provided. Mm-hmm. That's one of the main things I wanted to do. I wanted to, like each episode, like I don't have a studio yet, and I wanted to be able to experience and see where these creatives are able to make what they're doing.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if you guys shoot a lot here or if you're shooting outside, because I've seen some stuff you guys are outside shooting, but is this like your main spot?
Yeah, so I would say
headquarters?
Right now we're in the photo house, you feel me, owned by We Are Culture Creators, and yeah, basically we do a whole bunch of like our photo shoots here, stuff like that. We do events here all the time, stuff like that. So this is like one of the main like HQ's headquarters and stuff. And we shot like what, Alone 23 here?
Alone 23 here, yeah.
And then I've shot some other stuff with some other people here, and yeah, just working. This is like just a photo house, so we do anything production based here.
So let's talk about Freddy. You're a photographer, videographer, and Suave, you're a rapper, singer.
Yeah, artist,
b-boy.
Yep. Facts.
Do a little bit of everything, huh?
Man.
And you were talking to me earlier, Freddy, that you do a lot more than just take pictures and film.
Yeah, I do. Like, I'm really a behind the scenes like person. Like, I really do a lot of shit behind the scenes, whether that's just networking with other people, going out, putting my face in other people's faces, like stuff like that. A slight manager in a way, you feel me? To a lot, you feel me? I also am part of this lifestyle called NON, stands for Now or Never. So it's me and my boy Damasio.
Okay.
So it's like me and him CEOs, and we just came back from like South by Southwest doing our whole thing out there and whatnot. I do YouTube, I do all type of content creation and all that. So I don't like just sticking to like, oh, you're my cameraman or you're just the cameraman, because like I'm really way more. I'm advocating for the youth, advocating for like mental health, curator, throw events,
jack of all trades.
Literally, yeah. So yeah, that's me. You feel me? I do way more than what meets the eye.
And with you, Suave, you're more than just an artist that sings and dances. You do a bit more.
Yeah, man. Same thing. Just like usually when I collab with Freddy and stuff, we just I try to direct and be creative as much as I can. DJing if need be, you know what I'm saying? MC if need be.
One of the best DJs in the city.
That's one thing too, me and Freddy have is like also like we fill this open space for anything that's needed. So for example, like I never asked to DJ. It's just kind of something that needed to be filled. You know, a camera was placed in Freddy's hand. It's not like he came around with the camera.
Really?
You know, so a lot of the things that we do kind of just like chose us, you know, than us choosing it, you know. So
that's kind of a thing that I brought up on my last episode. I was talking about there's something my mother put in the eulogy for my grandfather who passed away a couple years back, and it was something because he was a big activist, and she said if there was a need, he took action. And you guys in the community, you saw that, not just for yourselves, but for creatives, and to make more content and more things, I guess, as a representation and, what's the word I'm looking for? Like an example for the up and comers.
And like, that's something big too that like I'm on, because like there was really no blueprint for us, you feel me? Like there was nothing out here where it was like, okay, my dad did this, so, or my dad was a rapper, so I'm gonna be a rapper, or my dad was a photographer, so it was never like that. We had no role models that was, I mean, probably a little bit that was doing like a little bit here, a little bit there, but it wasn't really like they was pushing us. Well, at least for me, you feel me? So I didn't really have that blueprint. So my whole thing now is like, how can I be that blueprint for others? How can I pave a way for other creatives in the scene, especially from Southwest? Because like, there's so many, like, especially like with the YouTube and stuff now, it's popping, and there's so many other people trying to like do the YouTube shit, and basically, just showing black, like, this is a big thing for me too, is showing black and brown kids from the city of Detroit that we are also able to live the life that we see other people living.
Right.
Just because we're from this place and we are told that we can't or it's impossible and shit like that, like, we are really, like, you can really be destined for greatness. All you gotta do is try, and that's like.
And we've been fortunate enough to be around it too. I think that's a big thing. Is like where we come from. If you don't get outside of Southwest or leave at all, you know, you won't be exposed to these things unless it's through media. And when it's through media, it usually seems like almost like impossible to reach, like Lamborghinis and Ferraris and mansions you see on TV, you know. But once you really like, even as you grow as an adult and you network and communicate with people, you really do meet these people that are these top elite, that own Ferraris, that do music production for real, that in the snap of their fingers they can shut down Little Caesars Arena, you know, like. So you'd be surprised, like, we're walking amongst these people all the time, walking past them downtown and don't even know, like, this guy runs StockX, this guy runs, you know what I'm saying? So you'd be surprised, man.
It's a great city to build in.
Definitely.
Especially right now, like, there's so many. The draft is coming to Detroit, you feel me? So there's so many eyes on the city right now where it's like
quick with all the stuff they're putting.
Literally, like, I mean, all the new renovations and everything. The bridge is probably gonna be done by the time the draft is done. You feel me?
Really?
So,
you think so?
Yeah, I mean, it's almost done. It's like
a gap.
Yeah. So that, and also like
we're talking about the Gordie Howe Bridge that's being built.
Newer bridge, but like so many eyes on creatives, especially because like there's gonna be more money coming into the city. So
big time.
Also just like knowing and just knowing how to put other people on, basically, and giving them that.
Yeah.
You know?
And for anybody listening that's too afraid and too shy to hit us up or think that we won't come with open arms, I promise you it's the opposite. Like, we welcome everybody. Like, we ain't never had to kick nobody out of a group, out of a clique. People just fade away on their own. But I promise you, like I said, me and Freddy met people one day randomly, you know, that just put us in position, and we've been around since, and we've put other people in position as well, you know. So
and that's real.
If you afraid to approach us, don't be. I promise you, we are as normal as it gets, you know.
And like for real, because like, I mean, a lot of people they may think that we may be standoffish or we might think that we're famous or whatever, but like, really, bro, like, I'll be going through it at the crib. Like, I'm not famous. Like,
I still go to the gas station in my pajamas and shit.
You feel me?
Like, I'm super normal, bro.
And that's something that I want too, is like, I want people to come up to us, because like, I don't know that you want something if it's not told. Like, closed mouths don't get fed. So like, real life is just like, bro, say something, and bro, I am down. We are down. You feel me? You just gotta say the word. You feel me?
That's it.
Same goes for me. If you see me out on the street,
man,
approach.
Just approach me. Don't be afraid. I'm not famous yet.
Real shit.
Like you were saying about making an example for young brown and black kids. I know you, Suave. You're biracial.
Correct. Yeah.
How about you, Freddy?
Yeah, I'm Mexican, Puerto Rican too.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So we basically, you feel me, the same.
Both Puerto Rican, Dominican, is it?
No, my mom's Mexican, Puerto Rican. My dad's black.
Dad's okay.
Triracial.
Okay, Triracial. Yeah. I knew that about you.
Yeah, I'm a little bit white too, but I'm not.
I'm Mexican and French Canadian and German.
Wow.
My grandmother on my mom's side, she was.
Wow. That's crazy. Yeah. Damn. Are you born and raised in the city?
Yeah. I was born here. I was raised just outside the city. Yeah. But you know, my roots are here. Yeah. My family's from here. Yeah. Everything that I believe in and everything that I want to happen is here in the city.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I don't live here currently. Yeah. But my roots are here, and I see everything, and I want to continue bringing that up. There's a lot of people that are, you know, gatekeepers. You're not from the city.
Already know.
Cool. That's fine. But you know what? I'm trying to do my best to help it. Yeah. And I'm not trying to say that I'm from here and steal that from anybody. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's one thing too, a lot of people feel in the city is that, like, when others from, like, example, like from New York, LA, Atlanta, whatever it is, when they come to the city and start really applying pressure and working, people that are already residents here feel this sense of like not just envy or jealousy, but more like possession. You know, this is mine, and it's, you know, but I think that's one thing in the city that people have to get out of, you know, and I would say if I'm being honest, man, when you get outside the city and you go to places like Chicago, LA, New York, like those places I just named, what you have, you're just a small percentage. You know,
for real. And there's so many people out in those big cities. They claim everything, and they're like, oh yeah, that's Chicago. You're 30 miles out, and you're even if you're in the middle of the city, like that's Chicago. But here you're just within the walls, and you're like, oh, that's Detroit.
And on top of all those places,
that's what I'm saying is Metro Detroit.
And also this too is like, think about like all these other interviews and all these other like podcasts and shit just that's been around for years. Like, there's probably people that run like a big podcast or famous like radio line, whatever, that they're not from New York. You know what I'm saying? Like some of the top big dogs that in this game, they're probably not even from the cities that they're in, but like people are still going to go to them because of they're putting like the word they're putting out and how they're putting it out in their platform.
That's why it's like, man, don't get mad, just get better.
You feel me?
That's it. At the end of the day, just get better.
And then like that too is like there's nobody like in Southwest right now or in general interviewing people from Southwest.
Correct.
You feel me? Right now you're the only person I've seen, and like if you're putting on Southwest, why knock it? You know what I'm saying?
Like, I'm trying to put on all of Detroit, everybody around, but Southwest is that's my root. So like I've got Mav, I've got his girl Victoria, Sonia Rose. I'm not sure if you heard any of the podcasts. She's from Southwest.
I just saw the one with Denise.
Denise. That's my last one. I couldn't think of the name. But so I mean, that's just where I'm starting. I'm trying to go that I know. It was like, hey, I'm gonna reach out. Because I've reached out to 50 people. Got called back maybe 12.
That's
you know
real.
what I mean? So it's gonna take time to reach.
But I feel like what you have now is not only something good, but I don't know if you know the actor Brendan Fraser. He said some shit about Adam Sandler. You know, he said that Adam Sandler isn't over or underrated. He's just a champion overlooked. And I feel like all the people you kind of just named that you interviewed so far is around that realm. You know, I don't feel like we're underrated. I just feel like we're just champions overlooked. You know, so
I like that, and I feel the same way.
Exactly, for yourself as well. I was gonna say, you know, so yeah, man, I think you're on the proper path for sure. Yeah,
and like the same thing with talking about people from outside the city. And then coming like claiming or like in a negative way. Like my friend that I interviewed, she was episode 3, I believe, Gabby. She's from Miami. And she's not like claiming like, oh, this is my city. She just came here and she's like, I fell in love with the city. I'm staying here. She cuts hair. She's a fitness coach. She's a DJ.
That's what's up.
And she's gay, so she's got her own demographic that she deals with and that she has her fans of. So I think that's amazing. For her to create her own spot in her own space in Detroit and have it blow up too.
Man,
that's great.
No, that is. That's
you know, you're not even from here, and you're just like, hey, I'm gonna carve my own niche. And it comes out great. So let's go back a little bit about both of y'all being biracial. How does that like influence how you go about doing your work? Let's go with you, Suave. How does that influence you writing your music? Or dancing?
I mean, honestly, dancing-wise, it always was a super positive influence. You know, that was one up I always had. Unlike the majority of like dancers in Michigan, period, is that being Latino in general. Oh hell no!
Cameo here.
Being Latino in general is kind of like, you know, you're just born with rhythm. You know, like everybody got a heartbeat and shit. You know, it's just easier to find it sometimes for others. But I would say like music-wise though. It used to be hard. You know what I'm saying? People would feel like, oh, can he say nigga, he's not black? Oh, his pops is black. All right, so it's passable now, you know? Or he's not really Latino. He don't speak Spanish, you know? So there's so many, like, there's a lot of things you can nitpick from and shit, but more than anything, bro, I'm fortunate enough to be from Southwest Detroit where everyone here is just this giant melting pot, you know? Where, so I would just say, that shit used to bother me when I was younger, bro. But now that I'm older, like people don't really approach me with that anymore either. You know what I'm saying? Things I feel like it's a lot more well respected all around and stuff. So, but yeah, you know, shit's cool now, man. Shit's cool. It's a little trippy.
How about you, Freddie? Is there something that culturally influences you, the way you shoot, the way you stylize your pictures, or the way you even think? when you come across whatever you're doing?
I mean, I would say yes. I can't really think of anything right off the top of my head right now, but like something that's just in my head is like, I mean, getting motivated just by like stuff that my grandma would say, or like, you feel me? Because like the Mexican grandma and like, you feel me, all that stuff.
Right.
But as of right now, like I think I'm still in the path of like trying to integrate more of my culture into what I do, and because like for the longest time is like I've been trying to find out exactly what it is that I'm doing just in life, and like I mean growing up, like my family wasn't really like, so I grew up with my Mexican side. My dad was locked up for a few years, for a while, so I wasn't really around my Puerto Rican side and whatnot. But my Mexican side, there was hood and there was like more Americanized, you know what I'm saying? So there wasn't really too much like, I mean, my grandma's gonna make tamales around Christmas time, you feel me?
Right.
We gonna make some homemade tortillas. We gonna do all that. We gonna set up the Day of the Dead stuff, you feel me? We gonna do all that. But as for my work right now, I feel like I'm just in the process of integrating, and like I want to do a photo shoot. I haven't reached out to anybody yet, but I want to do like a Taino Mexican or Aztec Mayan throwback type of shoot where it's like I get the stuff made that our warriors was wearing, you feel me? And then putting it on, and then getting it like the Mexican, the Puerto Ricans, you feel me? And even for the females, like having that also be something. So yeah.
That's really interesting. You had something to say?
No, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's my first time hearing that idea.
I like that. Yeah. If you need other people, man.
Yeah, no,
I'm down for that.
No, I mean that's the thing too. Is I feel like all of us have that look of I mean, you could tell that because what are you Mexican?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so you could tell that all of us have that little oh, you're Mexican, you're Latino, somewhat, some way. So how can we just integrate that whole thing of cause bro, you would look good as fucking a fucking big ass shit, and you're just like a warrior in this bitch, you feel me?
Yeah.
But for real, cause I'm thinking the same for me, the same for Suave, same for our other boys and shit that are Mexican, Puerto Rican, or just Mexican or just Puerto Rican. I know some good people that would look like on some throwback shit, like how our ancestors look. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I've always wanted to get an Aztec tattoo.
That'd be fire.
You know, all my tattoos are kind of just got them when I was younger. When did you said you just got a camera and just put it in your hand and you started shooting. When was that?
Yeah, so basically it was 2017, summer of 2017. I was going into my sophomore year of high school. It was the last day.
16.
Yeah, it was the last day of my freshman year. I got a call, went over to the culture house, you feel me, over at Bagley. And we was shoveling dirt, you feel me? And we was making a garden, so we was shoveling dirt from one lot, putting it into the back of a truck, and going around, driving it to the garden, dumping the shit. So when we say we get out the mud, we really are getting out the mud. But Reyes, the owner of Culture Creators, asked me a question. He was like, so what do you want to do? I'm 16, I'm just shoveling dirt, literally mid dig. He's like, what do you want to do? I'm like, I don't know, I want to be a mixologist, a DJ, I don't know, you feel me? But time went on, and there was nobody really filming what we were doing, so he just was like, here Freddie, just record whatever. So literally started recording everything that we was doing, and it was supposed to be for GDYT and stuff like that, which is
what is it?
Grow Detroit Youth Talent. And it's basically just a thing where the city of Detroit is paying the youth to go to these centers or these places, and basically work and basically just learn from it too. They'll do workshops and all that, but yeah, that's basically how it started. They put a camera in my hand, started recording everything.
So he gave you the camera because you weren't digging good?
Probably.
Going too slow.
Yeah, bro, you weak as hell.
This guy is not going fast. Let's stand back.
Yeah, so that's how
technology in his head.
That's how that started. And then a few years go by, and I was just going by Freddy Torres for the longest. My videos and shit, they all say Freddy Torres on them. Time goes by, I'm in class and I'm just drawing, and then I come up with the name His Optics. And then that's when His Optics became a thing. I literally drew it out on a paper plate, and that's literally how it became a thing.
That logo you got is pretty dope.
Thank you. Yeah, I made that shit too 4 years ago. But His Optics is basically it stands for His as in me, and then optics as in eyes, or optics as in vision, You feel me? And it's basically just what I see. So it's not just pictures. It's not just photos. It's literally like my life.
His
you feel
pronouns.
me? Well, my pronouns.
It could be.
My pronouns are him. Is him. I am him.
I am him. So, how did you guys meet?
Shit, man.
Yeah, that's
look, so
let me know your side.
Yeah, I want to hear you first.
Real quick, basically, growing up in the neighborhood.
Pull that mic a little closer.
Oh yeah, growing up in the neighborhood, we used to always go to this park, right? And just bad kid shit, throwing rocks at cars, sliding down a slide, putting water on it, just doing dumb shit as a kid, Anyway, I would show up to this park every day faithfully because it was by my cousin's house, right? And every day we're at this park chilling. Fred,
what park was it? So people know. Maybe it was their car that you.
It's called Station Park. Station Park. It was a little park by
the old train station.
By the old train station, by St. Anne Church, that whole area.
Yeah.
How much younger are you than me?
Like, how old are you?
When we were younger, it seemed like there was a way bigger gap.
Like what?
How old are you?
I'm 24.
I'm 22. So you're about to be
2 years.
You said he was older. That's
3 years.
Yeah, I was born 99.
So you're about to be 25 though next month.
Yeah. So 3 years apart, which when we were younger, it seemed way bigger. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
you probably like a foot shorter than him.
No, for real. And I just always seen this kid at the park, but we never chopped it up. He was just a badass kid throwing rocks and shit, and just like we were like, that's Freddy in the neighborhood. We just knew him as like the badass
rock thrower.
It wasn't just me. It was me and my brothers.
Him.
That's even worse than your family gets marked.
They all look the same, bro. So like you never knew who was really Freddy and shit, bro. Like, bro, they all look like crazy genetics, but.
Your mom just had y'all looking the same?
Man.
Same haircut, same shoes.
But that's how I knew of Freddy. And then when he came to the Culture House years later, that's when we actually got acquainted and we had a conversation. But we knew each other by face since we were younger type shit.
Yeah, literally just being around the block and like, you feel me? I don't know what he's talking about. I don't remember none of that.
Maybe a rock hit you in the head when he threw it.
No, I ain't gonna lie, I do remember I was in the tree, I was sniping their ass, you feel me? But literally like, I remember just Malik going, like, I would always see Malik, my boy Jew, and my boy Carlos. I would always see them three together, you feel me? And they would, like, walk past my grandma's crib or whatever. They would walk from Honeybees. They would be at the park. We would be at the park, whatnot. And then Carlos, he was like, singing and shit, so that's how I knew Carlos. And then it was, like, one random-ass day, you feel me? I saw Malik walking with them. Like I said, we never, or like he said, we never had a conversation. It was always just like, oh, those are the cool kids. You feel me? Like, that's how I looked at it for real. So, yeah, and then time went on. I ended up going to Bagley. And then
now he's a cool kid. You feel me?
He's a cool kid. That's why you rock the hat, man. Let's talk about how did COVID affect you guys as creatives?
Yeah.
You guys probably graduated high school like a year before, right? Or a couple years.
Yeah.
And I know it's tough on a lot of people.
Yeah.
With jobs and school, like there's people that went to college like extra years. Mm-hmm. So how did that affect both of y'all?
So I'll go first because I actually graduated 2020. You feel me? So that whole year was like very weird. Just because like school and like it just didn't make sense. Like we got to go online, we got to do all this other stuff and like whatever, but. To be honest, COVID helped me so much. You feel me? Hey, shout out to them unemployment loans. You feel me?
Shout out Marvin.
Hey, so basically, you feel me? I basically took control with that shit. I was getting those loans in. I was, you feel me, unemployed, and I was doing my art, and that's how I got my computer. That's how I got most of, you feel, my camera shit. So like, I really came up in 2020.
That's how you got like your newest stuff.
Yeah, and at the same time, though, it really fucked with me because I caught COVID, you feel me? So I was locked in the crib, you feel me? And, like, I wasn't doing shit. I was just sick as fuck, and you feel me? So it affected me like that, but then also my mental was fucked because I'm like, bro, you feel me? I can't go outside. I can't go do this, you feel me? I can't go work for real.
Man.
Like, all this shit, so, yeah.
Shit, yeah. COVID was crazy for me. I had a bunch of random life shit go on. I had to move out the crib. I was couch surfing on my boy shit. And then I ended up locking in the studio for like the entire year. Just locking in, didn't release no music, really found my sound for real. And I also picked up the skateboard and shit. So I just picked up a lot of random ass hobbies and shit that thankfully I still carry on to this day. And I feel like COVID was a blessing in disguise. You know what I'm saying?
What type of hobbies are there?
Oh man, so skateboarding is like the main thing I was doing all COVID was like skateboarding and making music. That was like all I did for the entire 2020 year. Just skateboard, make music. But now I would say now that I'm an adult, I hate to say it, but like man, making money has to be a hobby now. Like bro, because sometimes man, it's like man, sometimes I'm skateboarding and I'm like man, I should be making money right now. Fuck am I doing having fun? I shouldn't be having, you gotta get out that mindset, but it's like shit bro, like priorities come first, you know what I'm saying? So business first and then pleasure later, so just been focused on working and locking in, man, and just creating and making money for now. All the fun will come later on. So
What about you, Freddie? What are the hobbies that you enjoy doing? Maybe not free time, but maybe helping make money.
I mean, shit. I be skateboarding and shit too. You feel me? Pick that shit up. I be making music from time to time. You feel me? On some like slight shit.
So you make music yourself?
Yeah, but it be very low key. You feel me? I don't be pushing my shit for real. But I'm really just. I do, like I said, I do YouTube. That's like one of the main things. I wouldn't consider that a hobby, but that's more so like what I want to do. But the shit that I'm doing hobby wise, I would say like it's all work. Like it's not really like a hobby. Like I don't really.
You enjoy doing it, right?
I be playing Minecraft. That's probably a hobby. You feel me? I play CS:GO. That's a hobby.
There you go.
I lose in NBA 2K and Madden.
Hey,
so that's a hobby, I guess.
Yeah, man.
That's good. Let's talk about the trip you just came back from with South by Southwest. You talked about Nam, you and Damasio were down there. Tell me a little bit about what happened.
Yeah, so if y'all don't know, this is not how I sound for real. Like my voice was like fucked a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. It's just we was out there going crazy, bro. Really trying to put ourselves on. We was out there with it was me, Damasio, our man's Loke, our man's Wes, Strobe, Noel. We was down there with a whole bunch of people, RP, you feel me? And basically we just went down there to go network and get these shows together. So like I said, Nan is now or never, and it's a lifestyle shit. So it's like it's really now or it's like never. You feel me? Like that's real, because it's like if we don't go and get this shit now, then it's gonna be there. I'm gonna say this again. But nah. Day one, as soon as we got out there, we went to the Airbnb, got ourselves together, and then we went to 6th Street, and that's basically like South by Southwest is like that's the strip, you feel me? So that's where all the artists are. So literally
it's like a big festival too.
And it's not just music. So it's throughout the week they do Austin, Texas. So they do, it's a tech fest, it's a movie premiere festival, music festival, like brand new release of like different things festival. So it's really a big thing. But first day we got down there, started taking pictures of random people on the street, just like, hey, what's up, how you doing, I like the way you look, I like your fit, add me on, or let me take a picture of you. All you gotta do is add me on Instagram. If you don't like it, I'll delete it. If you do, you feel me, follow me. And we're just networking. Literally got, you feel me, like I said, I got 100 followers in a day, you feel me, or in the span of 3 days by just like straight networking. Next day we have a show. We do 2 shows in one day. Take more pictures, networking, and then third day comes and we got like 2 more shows that day. We're out doing 1 mics on the strip, doing whatever, meeting people and just networking for real. Then we got back Sunday morning, or like Sunday around like 4. So
you guys out like real late?
Around
like those
4.
Shows are like real late?
Yeah, like most of them would end up going to like 2-ish. We would probably be back at the crib around like 4 or 5.
Did you meet anybody else from Detroit while you were down there?
Yeah, so we actually ran into Leak Hustle while we was out there. We ran into low key. There was so many people from Detroit. Like we had a show with Backwards and Bonfires, you feel me, and Non. So it was like a 2-in-1 show. And basically everybody that was at that Backwards set was like from Detroit. Like there was so many people from Detroit. GMO Sax was out there, YB and Lil Bro, Streets, you feel me, they was all out there. They all from the city and shit. So really, there was really a lot of people from the city this year around. Cause like Louis Ray was out there. You feel me? Superficial Nate. We tapped in with them.
It feels like every time I go on a trip, I always bump into a bunch of people from Detroit.
Yeah,
no, for real. We be everywhere.
Like
I went
to New Orleans. Yeah. I went to Florida. I went to California years ago. I went to even when I was in Australia.
Wow.
Caught people that were, oh yeah, I'm from Detroit, because I had, had the D on my head.
No, that's crazy. This should be crazy when you just walk in and then you just hear, what up, dog?
Yeah.
You feel me? It's like,
But
I have heard it in other cities, and they're just like, no, man, I just say it here and there. And I'm like, okay. I was like, I thought you were from Detroit. Let's talk about Suave. Let's talk about when did you start writing music?
So back in like 4th and 5th grade, I used to write poetry for real. That's really how I started. I used to write poetry for a long time. And then, long story short, my mama got with this guy who's Damasio's pops. And they were together when I was like in 5th grade all the way to like, I was like a freshman in high school. So for a really long time, for years type shit. And he was already rapping, shout out to Damasio. He was already rapping and stuff. And I was just writing poetry, but he definitely played a major role into getting me just building that courage into really writing, you know. There was times where I had to write for some kind of music program at school, and I was like, bro, write for me. And I remember him just being like, nah, bro, like, you gotta write that shit, you know, and he forced me to write it. And just little stuff like that I'll never forget. But yeah, I've been writing music for a really long time, man, a really long time. And that's something I would say I take pride in. Even if the majority of my music seems up-tempo and upbeat, I promise if you look at the lyrics, you'll be like, damn, he low-key saying some shit. So yeah.
I seen a lot of, like, I was telling Suave, I was looking through a lot of like Instagram posts, Facebook posts, just doing a little bit of research to see, you know, what you guys got going on. And I went back years. And I love seeing all those posts about you guys just traveling the world. Talk to me about them trips that you guys went with a whole group. You were in Amsterdam, you were in Germany.
Yeah.
Tell me about how that got started. Why did you go? And like, what was the experience going to a new country?
Yeah. So basically, the way like it started was like back in 2016, like literally around this, or 2017, around the same time I came around. Damasio and our boy Suppy, they was out there in Germany. And basically it's like a youth artist exchange where people from Berlin or artists from Berlin and artists from Detroit basically swap, and like at the same time, or people from Berlin would come over to Detroit, network and make music and whatnot, and then people from Detroit would go over there and make music and do what they gotta do out there. Years go by and they do it again, so it's probably like 3-4 years since that first trip, and they're running back up. So this time they got funding from the Lewis Prize and stuff like that, so they were able to bring a lot more artists this time around. So there was at least like 10 of us from Detroit that went out there. And so we went to Germany, Amsterdam, London, Morocco, Italy, Spain, and Paris. Yeah,
that's a blessing to be able to travel the world.
And
especially at a young age, because you see things different when you're young than when you're old. But when you're older, like I'm a little bit older than you guys. You guys are 24, 22. I'm gonna be 35 this year, and I've been around the world a little bit, and I see it differently now. I'm like, man, it's such a great experience. You're gonna look at it differently in 10 years.
Yeah, for sure. And I would say too, like I always hear a lot of people that travel, mainly like senior citizens and stuff, when they travel, they always be like, you know, travel while you're young, or I wish I would have traveled when I was young. I think a key component that they're forgetting is that your finance is completely different. You know, so although we were able to travel at a young age, we were broke as fuck, bro.
We couldn't experience it the full way, but it's still,
you know, and
visually, culturally,
and more than anything, you know, we from the Motor City, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like we hustle hard Detroit type shit, so it ain't nothing being broke across the world. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna figure some shit out always. I guarantee you that.
And it's different being an artist like yourself.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Perform right there, make a couple bucks. All right,
and
you know, then you get on.
Then times are definitely getting tough. You know, asking people to spot you and spotting each other and shit like that. Probably eating once or twice a day, and even just the culture shocks of like, you know, we're fortunate to have 24-hour gas stations and convenience stores. It's not like that overseas, you know?
It's not.
Shit closes at 7 p.m. You better get your snacks, you know what I'm saying? And take that shit home, because by 8 or 9, there's nothing open, bro, unless it's a fancy restaurant, you know? So like, shit is, it was definitely, it changes who you are as a person for sure. And I look at things completely different now. And I encourage everyone, no matter what it is, fuck that Hellcat. Fuck that trip to Cedar Point.
You do not need those buffs.
Fuck the buffs, man. Fuck the rims for your car. Travel the world, bro, because that's an experience, I promise you.
It really is.
It's going to change you as a person, and you're going to look at life so much different. Like, it's crazy. Yeah. I promise you.
What was some of the biggest cultural differences you guys kind of came across? Like, let's talk about Germany and specific.
I mean, one that I'm always say to like first get it going is like their Fanta is yellow. You feel me?
The Fanta?
The Fanta is yellow. You feel me? They ban and their Twix tastes different. It tastes like chocolate. You feel me?
Yeah,
crazy. You feel me? We think we know what chocolate tastes like. They got some shit. But basically, I heard that they banned a lot of the preservatives and the GMO shit that Americans put in shit. And like our Fanta over here is orange as fuck. You feel me? Like over there is like it's yellow with almost the same flavor, but like you could tell it's more like, you feel me? It's just a little bit more real.
And I say this too. I'm gonna keep this shit a bean, bro. Overseas, bro, the lack of obese people blew my mind.
Oh my gosh.
It was insane because everyone there, we're from the Motor City, so it's known to drive. Everyone here has to have a car to get around. You know what I'm saying? Especially just being in America, everything is 30 minutes. Our job is 30 minutes away, you know what I'm saying, for everything. But overseas, bro, everyone walks, rides bikes, takes the train, subways. I promise you, these people are so in shape. It's crazy. Even the person that's not in shape, they look good compared to Americans, bro. Like, there was no one there that was 500 pounds. And as soon as we got back to America and got to the JFK airport, there's someone I seen that's 500 pounds. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that was the biggest culture difference too, is I'm just like, damn, bro, like they just live a healthier lifestyle than us. Like, and that was something that was hard for me to admit. I did not want to admit it, but yeah, it's just the reality of things, man.
When I went to Australia, this was 2008, there was not a fat person there, period.
And that's one place I definitely got to go to.
And they love spandex there. So this is a nice place to check out. Spandex was because like that was before leggings were popularized.
Damn, so, Australia is lit though. Damn,
it's dope.
Where'd you go?
I went to Sydney, and then we traveled to a city called Newcastle.
Newcastle, okay.
Yeah, and I went with my church, and it was like a youth group kind of thing.
Dang.
It was like a worldwide type.
I'm about to say Australia though. That's crazy.
Yeah. I've been to Germany too. Cologne was a city. That real big church.
We still know them. Shout out to them. We still know them.
Shout out Cologne.
Yeah, facts. Y'all beautiful.
It was a dope city. It really was.
Y'all pretty as hell.
Hey, we're gonna be back.
That was my first legal drink in Germany.
That's
because I was 16.
Exactly.
It's legal over there.
Yeah, for those who don't know, if you're 16, you can buy wine and beer, and then if you're 18, you can buy liquor in Germany. That shit is crazy as hell.
They just gave us liquor.
And it's
so this was a while ago, so maybe things different.
And over there too, it's just so normal to drink. You know, like it's
something like that too. Though is like one of the reasons that I feel like Americans become alcoholics is because it's kind of like that reverse.
Like if you're not allowed to have
if you're not allowed to have it, you want to have it more.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? 100%. So because we're not allowed to drink till we're 21. We gonna drink before we're 21. You feel me?
Yeah.
And in Germany and like Canada and like all these other places with lower age limits, like
they can hold their alcohol.
They could drink at that age. So by the time they're 21, they're not in alcohol.
They're sick of it.
They're sick of it. And I'm not gonna lie. I'm not going to jail for this. I was drinking when I was younger. You feel me? And I was going to parties. I was, you feel me? And that's also part of that Mexican culture. You feel me?
Kind of.
But with that shit, is like now. When I turned 21, I took a whole I took like 5 months of no drinking. Like, you feel me? Because I'm like, bro, I've been drinking literally underage for all this time. Why drink now if I could just stack shit up or do what I gotta do type shit? So
right.
And they got public transit, so there's less DUIs and drunk driving, car accidents, and all that. And
that's another like culture shock too, is that the train life. You feel me? Like literally catching a train everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
With the beer in your hand, open container, by police, no questions asked. And when you're done, you think you gotta throw it away? Nah.
You can set it down on the ground, and somebody's gonna come grab it, and that's, you feel me? They're gonna use it.
Crazy.
But that's how their culture works. You feel me? We're not being dickheads. That's how they do it.
No, we're being honest for real.
Freddie, you posted a video last month, and called Trends. Can you talk about that? Because what I got from it was kind of like you're kind of sick of like bandwagon people. Let's get into that a little bit.
So yeah, I'm tired of leeches. You feel me? Straight up, like there's people like we doing good, bro. You feel me?
Was that your song?
Yeah.
That you wrote yourself? Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, that was my song called Trends. So basically, I wrote that song as soon as we got back from Germany, and it was basically about the German trip and just about life in general. But like it basically just came into like a thing of what'd you say? We're just stars overlooked.
Oh yeah, just
Champions Overlooked.
Champions Overlooked. Like,
See,
bro,
already got stuck with me.
People are looking. You feel me? People look over us all the time, overlook us all the time, and like, there's gonna be that point when like they're gonna want to fuck with us because we're trending. And right now, I'm seeing people fuck with other people because they are trending right now. You feel me? And it's like the weirdest shit, cause like you, bro, should be mad weird. You feel me? I'm not even gonna get too deep, but trends is also like, just like a motivational piece to myself, because they didn't think that I could do it, and then I did it again. I ran up this money all on my own. I Benji's my friend. You feel me? So it's basically like,
I like that song. It was
y'all
good.
like, you feel me? Y'all gonna call me out. Y'all didn't think I was gonna do it again. I did it again. Made my money. Did what I gotta do. My best friend's Benjamin. You feel me? And you feel me? Yeah.
So who are these people doubting you? Just people that grew
Say
up
their
with
name,
it.
bro.
I mean, you can. Well, I mean, you gotta understand. Like, you see a lot of people like, man, I got haters.
No, I
Do
don't.
you really got haters, or is it people just?
It's
You ain't got friends.
So,
You know what I mean? I know it ain't for you, but
Yeah.
I mean, you got something to say.
So I don't have haters. You feel me? I was gonna say I have a hater. I don't really have haters. I don't have people that hate me. I feel like it should be low key weird shit. You feel me? And that's really all it be. You feel me? And it's not specifically one person. There's like multiple people that I've interacted with that have been just like just kind of you feel me? And like,
I feel you.
I feel that because for a long time I used to feel this this like chip on my shoulder or a sense of like resentment towards Southwest. Cause I'm like, damn, people ain't fucking with me, bro. I'm not rapping about no negative shit. I'm not talking about fucking his bitch. I'm not talking about killing him. But over time, you realize, like, yo, like, I love Sada Baby. Do I want his crowd in my shit? No, that's not my type of crowd anyway. I love Cash Kid. I love M. But do I want Eminem's teenage super suburban crowd? Not necessarily. I don't. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So more than anything, man, it's just that the resentment I have is definitely faded off, you know, because now I know no matter what, man, I can't take these people with me anyway, you know, and it's more of if you don't get hip now, then it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not mad at you, and
you know what they say, like,
and it's cool.
A lot of times people that support you are not somebody you even knew in the first place.
And I'll
it's
tell
not
you
your family, your friends,
I'll
not
right
even
now,
locals. It's people out of state,
out
of the country.
Yep. I've had people like out of state, like really DM me some super sentimental shit about my music where I've never met them. Where I'm like, damn, bro, like just when I think nobody's listening, somebody actually is listening. I'm like, holy shit, like, yo, like.
I mean, like, you guys go across the ocean, you meet some people, and say you did that thing with the card, you hooked it up, got all your Linktree stuff, and they download your music, and next thing you know, 6 months from now, they got their whole crowd listening to trends.
Yeah,
bro.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and it's like I got my own fan club in Germany or something. You know what I mean?
For real.
I look at the analytics for the podcast now, and I only got like 200-300 views. It's not no big deal. It's fine for me right now. I'm still building, but I got people in Colombia.
Yeah,
I got people in I think it's Argentina and Mexico. Not to mention the United States. I'm like, that's pretty dope.
Bro, that is dope. You'd be surprised,
small percentage,
man.
but it's something.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. And that's one thing I will say is since I've been an entrepreneur or creative in general, because I know how hard these things are, I purposely go out my way to help people and give people that view or that listen. When I'm on YouTube and I see someone that dropped a song 6 months ago and it had 125 views, even if I don't know who this artist is and I'm not interested, because I see how low this count is, I watch this shit on purpose, bro. Just because I want them to have that count as a view, you know what I'm saying? Because I know how hard it is. It's the same thing, like, I would never steal from a mom and pop shop. Walmart, fuck them. You can steal from them all day. It's a corporation, you know what I'm saying? They'll be all right. But like these local vendors and shit like that, those are people you want to support, man. You know what I'm saying? You want some art, you want some paint, do not fucking go to IKEA and buy a painting, you know? Go online, bro, and buy somebody's shit that you know? So just support your locals, man. That's it, more than anything. And that even goes for the plugs, man. Dispos is cool, but support your local plugs, man. They working hard too. They working hard
too. Support local artists. Let's talk about some of your favorite collabs, whether it's with other people who are filming, artists that you've worked with, anything else.
So I'm gonna say this real quick. I don't really fuck with working with anybody else. I'm gonna be so real, bro.
I mean,
like,
that's
nobody else fucking, like, everybody else be wasting my time. I'm being so real. Like,
you stick with your collective.
Not even collective. That, like, I stick with a few. You feel me?
Yeah.
In my shit. I'm not gonna cap. But like I'm not gonna lie, me and Suave work so good together, bro. Like, there's something where it's like anytime me and Suave get together, something, some way, somehow, it just comes out and it looks good. Like, you feel me? And like, it's somebody had said that we have synergy together. You feel me? That we're just connected on like a different type of level type shit. And without us even knowing, is like, we really are like I'm not gonna lie, me and Suave together, I feel like we are the embodiment of Southwest. You feel me? No, there's other people that are around and whatnot, but like we are literally Southwest. Like, you feel me? Mm-hmm. Like the way we move, the way we talk, the way like
human form, like literally. No, I feel that though, cause I would say the same thing for me too. Is like, man, if you look at all my music out there, I have zero features. You know, just because people are dope and stuff like that, but I don't know if people really want this shit for real. Mm-hmm. If I'm being honest, you know what I'm saying? You dropping a video every 6 months proves to me that you're not really hungry for this shit. And I'm sorry, if you listening to this, it should fuel you and make you want to drop more. If I'm being honest, you know, because I'm here to help. But realistically, it's the same thing with like photographers and videographers. Is I have a lot of friends and shit, but a lot of people I can't leave the vision in their hands and not worry about it. I can shoot with Freddy and not talk to him for 3 days. And he'll text me like, hey, what you think about this? And the shit is, I'm like, bro, this is what I wanted and some. You know what I'm saying? So
you just work so well together.
You know what I'm saying?
So, like, I didn't know none of that until like I messaged you, and you guys were like, hey, I'm down for the podcast. I didn't know you guys even knew each other that well. I didn't know you guys like strictly, hey, this is us, this is our thing.
I would say that
I was just like, I love everything. I seen you guys working together. And it's beautiful. So let's put it together.
Yeah, because I've heard that too before. Like, a lot of people kind of think that like all of us guys that work together only work together, but before the art, I've known these guys for years already. Like, when he says out the mud together, it's like for real, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen all these guys from square one, you know, from being at the lowest point in life to their highest point, you know. So it's just if I'm a win with anybody, I hope it's with my brothers, you know what I'm saying? Out the mud type shit. So,
and then something else too is like my big thing is like, if you can't help yourself, how can I help you?
Man.
You feel me? If you can't get it yourself, then I can't get shit for you. You feel me? So like,
I think you posted something like that.
I did, because people be on bullshit, bro, and it be my closest people too. Like, y'all be on bullshit, dog, and y'all want something from me, but y'all not doing shit for yourself. But you gonna tap in with me and want this, and the third, but you can't even like tie your shoes right. You feel me? Like, for real, or some shit.
As a friend, please stop DMing Freddy his optics with ideas. You know what I'm saying? Until you're ready to put things in motion, there's no point to really just giving people ideas like, hey, we should do this one day. Like, man, we ain't got time for one day, bro.
You gotta cross
them. Say this shit now or never.
And hey, y'all getting left in the never. You feel me? The way this shit looking.
Now, you said that like you guys are strictly, you're not doing collabs with anybody else.
We're open to
like you haven't. Is that because you've had some bad experiences?
I think it really, for me at least, it just goes back to people being on bullshit. Cause like people will hit me up and they'll be like, yo, let's do this. I'm like, all right, bet. Let me know what's your budget. Let me know what you could work with, and then I'll also send them my prices. Like, okay, bet this is what I have. If it's not in your price range, I work with budgets. You feel me? And they'll be like, okay, bet, bro, I'll get back to you. Whatever. I don't hear from them ever. You feel me? And I'm like,
that happens.
All right. So, but that's why I don't really collab with other people. And then for the longest time, right, my people around me, like, I'm doing all that shit, trying to at least get my visual, get my practice up, and just, you feel me, do stuff like that. So then people would start messing with me and like, you feel me, and whatnot. And like, I'd say like right now, 2024 is like the best year I've had so far creatively. Like, everything I've done has been put out, and it's been very consistent. So I've had people hit me up and tap in, but like I said, they don't really be on it. And then going back to like the favorite collabs, I would say like one of my favorite videos of like Mines and Suaves together is You The Reason. You feel me? That's like, it's a throwback classic. You feel me? What was that? When you was 20, you was 22?
I've probably seen it. I'm not remembering that.
Yeah, so it's actually about to be, what, 3 years on your birthday?
Yep. Wow.
Yeah.
And I would say the same thing for me, collab-wise, with artists, is that, like I said, people don't take this shit serious, for one. And for two, man, a lot of y'all just aren't great. Everyone is good, though, if you want me to be honest. The majority of music is so simple. It's so 1, 2, 3, high-pitched voice, whatever. Like, it's very easy. So everyone is good, you know? So that's why I really have an appreciation for people that are great, you know, for people that lock in the studio and want to create something different, you know, and perfect their sound. And more than anything too, man, the reality is if I get a feature, it has to be a win-win, you know. You have to be not only as great or better than me at music, but I don't want just your 50 streams, you know what I'm saying? You have to match my 1K to your 1K, you know, and that's just the reality of things, bro. It's like, if it wasn't about money, then I'd work with everybody, but this is about money, bro, because at the end of the day, bro, we gotta eat, and the clock is ticking, you know, and we can't sit around and do this shit because it's fun. You know, you do shit for fun for your family, you know what I'm saying? You do it because it's cute in front of your family, you know, perform for your family. Keep that shit over there, bro, but for real, like for right now, man, we busy, bro. We locked in.
Like when you're performing, you're performing and you're getting paid, right?
Correct, every time. You know what I'm
Same thing,
saying?
like when you're
time.
doing. Are you doing shoots like commercially, like for other people besides your people you're usually working with?
Yeah, so I like I said, I do it all. So I shoot quinceañeras, I shoot, you feel me, baby showers, I shoot, you feel me, I do it all. But
you were down over at Vamonos with Denise, couple, was it that market she had?
Yeah.
And they had was it Valentine's Day, right?
Yeah, it was like a Valentine's Day pop-up shoot. And it was only a $50 shoot on some quick like pop-up, but like even that too, so many people DM me like, I'm gonna pull up, I'm gonna pop out. I was there from like 12 to 8 o'clock. 5 people pulled up. You feel me?
Dude, I was there the day before. I just check out the space, talked to Denise, and I was like, man, I had to work, man. I was like, man, I'm gonna check it out.
That's real. That's real.
No, but I'm just talking about too, like the people that was trying to get a photo shoot like that day too, because it's like they tapped in. Bro, that post had like 500 likes.
It had
500 likes,
everything,
and it's only 5 people that pull up, but so many people shared it. So many people was like, "Oh, we should go." Da da da. You feel me? And that also shows like, if y'all really fuck with me, that little shit matters. Even if y'all don't pull up and get a shoot because it's $50 and y'all just pull up and vibe with me, that shows that you're supporting. Come through and just post it on your story and be like, pull up. You feel me? Like, support your local artists, because like
it's important.
I also hate this thing like, oh, don't forget about me when you blow up. But like, bro, where was you at when I was nothing? Where was you? Like,
no, really,
you feel me? Now I'm making sure you are forgotten. You feel me?
But you know what, I'll say this too. Unfortunately, me and Freddie just had this conversation. Is we learned a lot of people that do support us are just around because they want to have fun, and that's super understandable. You know, I have people that only pop out to parties. You know what I'm saying? They won't come to a video shoot. They won't come to a show, a performance. But once they find out, oh, it's a party and ladies are free until 11:30, we'll be there. And it's just the reality of things. You know, is that it's unfortunate. They benefit off of our genuine hard work. But you know, it's not always about, it's for the greater good, you know what I'm saying? So it's really just a
lot of times, man, if you can't afford to go out, don't go out
at all. You know
you can't support the people that you're trying to hook up with and you know, piggyback off of. Don't even show up.
And to the dudes that's always flashing money but be begging to get in for free, y'all need to stop. Y'all the worst, bro. Always flashing money, rapping my money, taking pictures with money, but as soon as we throw a party, hey, can we get in for free, bro? Can we please, bro? Can we please? And we not gonna out you, but I'm gonna let you know right now.
We know who you are.
We know who you are. And not only that shit ain't happening ever again, bro.
Yeah, it's like these bums at work talk about, man, I got all this money, I don't even need this job, and then be like, hey man, can I get $1 for the vending machine?
Like, come on,
get the fuck out of here. Are you serious,
bro? Just be yourself. Be honest.
I've had a dude literally say that right after. He was like, man, I got all this money from unemployment, from he was scamming people, you know, COVID shit. And then like, where's that money at, man? Where's that money at?
He's like, can I get $1, bro?
See, you need this job. Go, leave. Quit, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I want to talk about this. That short video, the Sun's Tirade. That's one of my favorite videos of yours.
Dope.
And what made you make that particular video? Because the whole thing is just visually is great. The audio is perfect. You know, like it's a modern classic by
Facts.
Isaiah Rashad.
Yeah, facts.
That's what's it called? Dress Like Rappers.
Yeah, Dress Like Rappers. Yeah. So something crazy is that I had the idea to do that photo shoot for a while. Never got around to it. Kept saying we'll get to it, but finally Freddie hit me up one day. Was like, yo, let me just come through right now and shoot. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, come through and shoot. So he came through. We shot, and then that was the end of it. And I literally woke up to a text message the next day, and it was like, hey bro, I made this video for the shoot we did. And I was like, for real? watched it and I was like, holy fuck. And I had no clue he was doing it. That was all Freddy. I only directed the shoot itself. He did the entire video, all kinds of like all that shit.
So this was your vision, but he just created.
He just created, that's it. Mine was just the photos itself.
Yeah.
That was it, bro. So, he did everything else.
Literally, it was like, Suave hit me up. He's like, yo, I want to do this shoot soon, whatever. I'm like, fuck it. You feel me? I'm come through, whatever. Shot the photos, and literally, that was it. Literally just the photos, whatever. And then I'm like, hang on. Let me just get you just doing random little shit real quick. So it was like 5-second clip of him putting on headphones, a clip of him laying on the floor. Like I was standing on a step stool, like leaning over, stupid as fuck, like trying to get an angle. Like, and then I just got back to the crib and I'm like, let me see what the fuck I could do. Did that shit. I'm like, bro, who am I? Who am I?
Crazy,
and then, bro, ever since after that video, my work has been fucking going. My shit
trying new things, right?
Only elevating, bro, because I'm like, bro,
that's great.
Like
man.
my whole this year has been my fuck around and find out year. You feel me?
For real.
If you don't ever fuck around, how you ever gonna find out?
There you go.
So that's literally what I've been doing, for real.
I don't know if anybody else feels like it, but when I watch that, it kind of gives like a little bit of vibe to like the Into the Spider-Verse movies. Kind of like how like the transitions and like where he's putting on the headphones and he's listening to music and all that. Kind of gets that little vibe.
That's dope as hell. Hell yeah.
My favorite song of yours, Suave, is that I Need That.
Oh damn!
That video I think is real dope. Mm-hmm. How did that song come about? Like is that like the whole the writing? How did that come about? Is that like a story of yours?
So it's funny because that's my favorite song too. Even though it's one of my older ones. It was something that, of course, I always write from the heart. You know, a lot of people ask me like, bro, you always going through a heartbreak or some shit? No, bro. I don't know what it is, but shit just be coming from the heart.
That's just heartbroken.
But hell no. But yeah, that song, it was shot by my boy Johnny Dox. Shout out Johnny. And it was produced by my boy Moses. Shout out Moses. And it was mixed and mastered by my boy Red. Shout out Red.
Okay.
So the whole production itself of that song from square one to the finish is all Detroit's own. You know what I'm saying? The beat, the video, the artist, the engineering, everything on it, the location, everything is Detroit's own. So I just take a lot of pride in that song. And it's one of my first songs. It was shot at the Motor City Casino parking garage.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yep, parking garage over there. Yep. And that was also the first song that I toured with overseas. And that was also my first song to make it past like 1,000 views and stuff like that. So
that's good.
That was a really big, that whole thing for me was really big.
Where did you get the idea to interview Suave? The whole, what did you call it?
Undisclosed.
Undisclosed.
Yeah.
You guys are outside by a bonfire.
Facts.
I love that.
I don't even know. Was that your idea? Or was that my idea?
I mean, he wanted to do we wanted to do an interview.
We wanted to do an interview.
In general, we're going to interview each other. But just like everything, like I said, we just started working.
Yeah, we just link up and it just
Is that
happens.
like a series you want to do too?
Yeah, so that's basically like, so I'm in the works of getting more artists to like interview and whatnot. And my whole thing with that is like, it's not your traditional podcast. You feel me?
No, I love the everything you edit on that.
Bro,
I loved it.
It's I want it to be the most like corniest shit because I'm a cornball, bro. You feel me?
I love it. It's dope.
Behind the scenes, bro, I'm one of the corniest dudes that I know. You feel me? Like I am the corniest. You feel me? On purpose though, like, and that's just kind of my humor and shit. Like I love the random little like. If y'all watch the video, there's like a random scene. He says, I ask him like, if you could collab with 3 artists that are alive, you feel me? He chose 3 dead.
Yeah. You're like, okay.
So I'm like, all right, bet. I literally, bro, I went to Google, looked up these people, literally just grabbed their heads off of that shit and put a stick figure and just made them walk. You feel me? Wobbling. But it's like the corniness of that is like, it's funny because like nobody else is doing that type of shit. Yeah. You feel me? And I was actually inspired too by the chicken shop dates by this girl. She does them in London, and she basically interviews like rappers and shit like that. But like whole time she's like flirting with them and like being corny to herself. But then it's like cutscenes where it's like it'll be a cutscene of just somebody waving or like putting down the chicken, like random little shit. So in the video we got random little cutscenes. There's a pig. There's a feature of some chickens. You feel me? Like a whole bunch of shit. So that really just came out of nowhere. And then like that's another thing. Suave didn't know what I was gonna do with it. You feel me?
Yeah.
Literally, I sent the shit to him, and he's just like, "Bro, what the fuck?" Like all these random little cuts, like the WWE walkout song. Like that's one of the most viral clips that I've had.
Yeah, that shit did numbers.
And that shit, you feel me, went up, and I'm just like, damn, you feel me? So I want to keep doing those, but implementing my like corniness and my humor into shit. Because I find the most like the random shit funny. You feel me? So yeah.
I really enjoyed that.
No, I appreciate it.
Teach me some of that editing stuff because I gotta try and work on that. Suave, it seems like you're always releasing some new music pretty decently often. Talk to me about what's the process of how you write music and like, are you writing all the time?
So
you got your notebook in your back pocket right now?
Man, so yeah, pretty much, my phone. I write lyrics in my phone. And I would say to anyone listening, every song that you've ever heard me release is already 6 months old or older, So I really take my sweet time because I will record like 40 songs within a month. And out of those 40, I'll pick 10 that are my favorite. And out of those 10, I'll play them to the gang, and the gang will pick 5. And then we'll narrow those 5 down to the one that he wants to shoot, So it's a whole process.
Are you scrapping a lot of stuff?
I never get rid of it though.
No.
I just keep it so that when I do blow up, I can drop a compilation of all my trash shit. You know what I mean? Hopefully,
Hey, that's how it works.
But yeah, more than anything, man, it's just just writing from the heart. And I think people forget that, like, you go to the studio and you buy the beat itself. You write to the beat. You know what I'm saying? Then you have to go to the real studio, and get it mixed and mastered. So that costs, And then you got to get it put on all streaming platforms, and that costs. And you got to get it shot, and that costs. And then promote it, and that costs. And then when you're shooting a video, you want to have a nice fit, so that costs. And then you want something to eat or something to drink while you're with. So it's so much money in this shit that people don't really understand how much goes into it for real.
Right.
But I wouldn't do it any other way, man. You know what I'm saying? There's no handouts. I'm not getting funded by some mentor that's giving me money to shoot some shit. I'm not having my parents give me money to go to the studio. It's none of that shit at all. Like, all this is on my own, out of my own pocket. I still work a 9 to 5 like everybody else. And yeah, you just, you got to do it with make do type shit. So yeah.
How about you, Freddie? When it comes to creating whatever event maybe that you're hosting or a shoot, are you always thinking of, hey, I want to do this, and you hit up somebody, you hit up Suave, and you're like, we're going to shoot something like this, wear that. Are you always thinking that way?
Not really.
I say, let's think about it now.
Bro, I honestly, like, the way shit works out for me, bro, I don't know how it does. You feel me? Like, shit just happens, cool, and it just works out for the best every time. And I think it's just like the way that I've like manifested this shit, bro. Like,
positive mindset.
Literally, like, I've been moving with a positive mindset ever since I joined Culture Creators, for real. Like, I was tripping before then, like, didn't know what I was doing. I felt lost for a while. Cause even like Suave said, I was a bad kid growing up and shit. So I started just implementing, like, you feel me, meditation, affirmations, all of that shit into my day-to-day life, and it really just changed my life. So like now going forward, when it comes to shoots and shit, like, I do be having these ideas and like whatnot, so I'll write a treatment or whatnot and I'll send them out. But for the most part, it'd be like I know that too is like, we could really put some shit on if we needed to and whatnot, or if we really gotta pop our shit, we could go and get like whatever designer shit and whatnot. You feel me? But the way we are right now is like, we're giving you the most raw us. You feel me? Like, we're not sugarcoating shit. We don't got money for buffs. We don't got money for the most expensive ass shoes. You feel me? But we make do with what we got, like you said. And I think that's just basically how shit comes together. And then it's just like I mean, working with what we got. Like, we've been working out of bandos for most of our lives. You feel me? So like, and like this building we're in right now was a bando. You feel me? Yeah. They literally fixed this bitch up, and now we're able to work in here, do events here, do all this stuff. And then when it comes to like events for me, really, it'd be like the only two that I've had in mind to do, like event wise, was my Halloween party and my Y2K party. And I do a yearly Halloween party every year around like October 27th, and it's the biggest Halloween party for in the city. Like, I'm not gonna lie, especially like in our art scene, there's nobody else really doing it as big as we are doing it. You feel me? I got Suave as a DJ every year there. You feel me? EJ, Shakoy, and Johnny Doc. So last year it was here. The year before that was in a backyard, and the year before that it was in a big ass warehouse. And that big house, the first one that I've ever threw was like at least 600 people in and out throughout the night. You feel me? So that shit was packed. And then the year after that had to be at least like 100, 150-ish. The year after that, we were here, bro, this shit was packed. You cannot get in, out. Had people like all down the block, like
a club.
Crazy, bro.
That's insane.
And then my Y2K party, they just came out of nowhere. Like, let's just do some Y2K throwback shit, see what happens. But it was also some shit for us to fund for Germany.
Correct.
So we could go out there with at least a little bit of something.
And more than anything too, as lit as this sounds, I think the craziest part is like me and Freddie have both thrown our own separate events and collabed on events and all this stuff. But more than anything, all these people that attended, bro, like 20 years from now, they're gonna be telling stories about being at these parties and not mention us at all.
Yeah.
But to just know that we're responsible for that memory, man. That shit.
I mean, sometimes
that's crazy. That shit's crazy, bro. That shit means a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like we really are. I don't give a fuck, bro. We legends in our side of the city, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Champions overlooked.
Champions overlooked. That's it.
Keep that positive mindset, because that can go real far.
Yeah,
it'll help you with that adventure you had last night.
Yeah. No, but yeah, going back real quick, I've like, so something too that kind of like drives my creative process in a way is you feel me, seasonal depression had me fucked up, like terribly. Like I was down bad, bro. Like really fucked up in my head, where like, yeah, I really felt like what I was doing wasn't enough. So literally the first video I uploaded on my YouTube was like a Let's Talk video, and it's basically like me going through books and stuff that I read through 2023 that helped me get through 2023 and my expectations and my goals for 2024. And that day that I recorded it was December 28th. I didn't sleep, and I was like, bro, if I'm just laying down, let me just shoot this shit. You feel me? I'm having these ideas, and this is the type of shit I want to shoot. So I shot a little cinematic thing in the beginning and did all that. And I think that's what kind of drove me kind of out of, started driving me out of my seasonal depression shit, because like, I'm like, bro, if I could do this, I got this video dropping with Suave in a week, you feel me, from when I uploaded that, like, all this shit is starting to align itself. So then slowly but surely, and then now it's getting hot out now. So I'm like, bro, you feel me?
Just fell into place.
You
got out of that depression.
Yeah.
That's good. That's real good. All right, so we're gonna change gears a little bit. Now the show, primarily the reason why I'm doing this show, and like I've said, I've reached out to a bunch of people, and I kind of wanted to keep more of the working class talent, because there's people that are blowing up, and I've reached out to some bigger names. Yeah, it's like, you know what, they got their due, they got their flowers, but I want to give the flowers to you guys. You know, you guys have earned it, and
appreciate it, bro. For real.
What I've had before, I had my clothing line, and the tagline that I came up with was, in this city, we earn our crowns.
That's hard.
So that's what I say. I say, you've done everything you've done, and you've earned your crown here in Detroit. So that's kind of like, that's like the tagline, you know?
Yeah, I like that, yeah.
And in the spirit of that, do you know any other people, would you name some people that you would like to see on the show that you feel they've earned their crown in the industry that they're in, whether it be photography, doing music, cooking, you know, anything like that?
I would say my boy Red, the gods are watching, he's my engineer. One thing I would say, man, is besides photographers and directors and even PR people, you know, engineers are super overlooked, man, and they're the ones that bring a lot of this music to life and make it sound crisp and clean and radio worthy and performance worthy and all that. So if I could have anybody, you know, on here or who I would like to see on this podcast, it would be my boy Red. Just because, man, besides him engineering so many of these dope and legendary artists in the city, you know, he's been around, and he has a very, very good idea, you know, of how the music works, whether it's in the economy or just in general how life works, you know what I'm saying? So that's my dog, man. Every time I go to the studio, even before I start recording, we end up talking like an hour, you know. He's like, I'll clock you in after this, you know, because we be talking about some real shit, you know. So yeah, that's my dog, and I'm gonna connect y'all for sure.
For sure. How about you, Freddie? You know anybody that you feel would be perfect?
I feel like my boy Rico, you feel me, Rico Waves. I feel like
I've met him before.
Yeah, I feel like he deserves this in the sense just because, like, there's, like, even with us, like, well, I've never had an interview. Nobody's ever interviewed me. You feel me? And I know Rico has some shit.
It's an honor to interview you.
You feel me? I appreciate it. But like with Rico, like I know he has a story to tell. And I know he has shit to say. And his last podcast he was on, that shit was ass. Sorry, my dog. And no, not to Rico though, to the dude. Who
Okay, okay.
Yeah, get your shit together. Anyway, so hey, I'm sending shots. Hey, if I'm aggressive on there, it's because I know you could do better. You feel me? So do it.
There you go.
I was on that podcast before, man. Damn.
Yeah.
Yo.
But no, hey, yeah, Rico got some shit to say, I know, and I feel like this would also give him that push of like, you feel me, kind of just getting his name more out there, because like Rico gets a lot of engagement, Rico gets a lot of views and fans and whatnot, but at the same time it's like there'd be some shit where it might be his time punctuality or some shit, but like I feel like things like this and that are set up, it's like I feel like he could come on time because he knows like this is something.
That's our boy. What's up? Get your shit together,
Yeah.
Rico. We putting you on right now, bro.
Yeah.
Don't blow this because Freddie just threw your name up, bro. So you have to.
Shout out Rico. I'm gonna hit you up. I'm gonna hit you
Yeah,
up.
if I
Come
did
through.
this and you know what I'm saying, I'm about to talk so much shit. I swear to God. I swear to God, bro.
Why don't you guys plug your stuff? Where can the listeners, viewers find you guys?
You can find me on all streaming platforms at Flacko Suave. That's Flacko Suave. I also just dropped a super dope music video with my boy His Optics. It's called Letter to Missy.
Yep.
Shout out to my baby Missy Elliott. It's a remix to Missy Elliott's song. And yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at Suave Detroit. You can also look me up on Instagram at Flacko Suave as well. So yeah.
How about you, Freddie?
Y'all can find me on Instagram at His Optics, you feel me? And yeah, that video should be out by the time this video's out, you feel me? So go check that out. More vlogs, more shit coming soon, you feel me? YouTube at His Optics. And yeah, I'm saying this one more time. If I was aggressive during this interview, it's because I know that you could do better. You feel me?
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm only this aggressive because
And his voice ain't right, so it's sounding more.
and like I'm only aggressive like this is because like I believe in y'all, and y'all a lot of people be on bullshit. You feel me?
And we only know that because we've been at that point.
Yeah,
Like,
I was in bullshit. I was not doing my shit, but
Yeah.
I am popping my shit and I'm talking my shit all 2024 because you feel me. I ain't never popped my shit like I should have. You feel me? So 2024, now or never shit. You feel me?
strutting hard. He's got to keep going.
Hit us up, like we said. Hit us up if you need help with whatever it is. We got you.
Thank you guys for coming on. I appreciate it. I really,
course.
really do. I would love to have you guys on maybe in a future podcast.
Yeah.
Do it.
A little bit more candid, a little bit,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
less about the business and
Facts.
more
Conspiracy
chilling,
theories
whatever.
and shit.
Yeah. The adventures we go on, you know.
Facts.
He straight eye contact. He was like,
But this has been a great podcast.
Yeah.
I am your host, Robert Solano Sanchez. This is the Motor City Crowns podcast, where passion reigns and excellence is crowned. Thank you. I will see you next time.
Yeah.